Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan told his lawyers and representatives of the media in Adiala Jail on Thursday that he was so distressed after hearing of the Islamabad massacre that he could not sleep despite having to take sleeping pills. He vowed that as long as he lives, he would fight for an investigation into the massacre and to ensure that the victims get justice. Imran Khan has declared November 26 as one of the darkest days in Pakistan's history when unarmed citizens were fired upon by snipers, injuring and killing many. Several people have been missing for 3 weeks. He said that it is the government's responsibility to locate the missing individuals. Mr. Khan praised the courage and resilience of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's workers and supporters in the face of oppression, stating that it is unparalleled in history. He said that after 1971, when the Awami League faced state repression, PTI is the second party to endure such brutal treatment. Despite this, PTI made history by securing a historic election victory on February 8th and continuing its struggle until November 26th. Imran Khan has said that his party's offer for negotiations should not be considered their weakness, as the offer for talks and delaying the civil disobedience movement was made in the broader national interest. Responding to the government's accusation of PTI targeting the country via their civil disobedience movement, Imran Khan reminded the representatives of the regime that it is not the country but the, quote, bogus parliament, the National Assembly, the Senate that emerged from election fraud which are being targeted. This government did not come to power through people's votes but through a conspiracy, end quote. Imran Khan has been arbitrarily detained for 504 days. As the Pakistani military regime prepares to sentence Imran Khan in yet another politically motivated case through a jail trial, lawmakers and journalists globally continue to voice their concerns about the former Pakistani premier's arbitrary detention. In a post that blew up X with over 10 million views, nominated presidential envoy for special missions in the Trump administration, Richard Grenell, stated, quote, "Free Imran Khan," end quote. Several other lawmakers from both sides posted similar sentiments. The United States has recently imposed new sanctions targeting Pakistan's ballistic missile program, citing concerns over nuclear proliferation and regional stability. On Thursday, U.S. Deputy National Security Advisor Jon Finer said Pakistan could eventually have long-range missiles with the capacity to hit targets in the U.S. These sanctions have been met with strong opposition from Pakistani officials and citizens who argued that Pakistan's missile capabilities are essential for national defense, particularly against threats from neighboring countries. Pakistan has defended its missile program, emphasizing its sovereign rights to ensure national security.
The list of countries that possess both nuclear weapons and the missile capability to directly reach the U.S. homeland is very small, and they tend to be adversarial towards the United States. Russia, North Korea, and China. So candidly, it's hard for us to see Pakistan's actions as anything other than an emerging threat to the United States. Now,
the Pakistan Stock Exchange faced its worst crash in history on Thursday, with the KSE 100 index falling by a staggering 4,795 points. The stock market plummeted 5,132 points in a single trading session on Thursday, marking its steepest ever point-wise decline on the back of significant redemptions from local mutual funds and a year-end profit-taking. This comes on the heels of reports about 2024 being the deadliest year in a decade as militant attacks soar. The Chinese government, Pakistan's long-standing ally, had earlier in the year expressed their dissatisfaction at the security situation in the country following terror attacks on the former's citizens. Meanwhile, Pakistan's IT industry is staggering with ever-rising internet censorship along with social media and internet blockages. At least one person was killed and several wounded after a Russian missile attack targeted Ukraine's capital. The attack on Friday morning also damaged buildings across Kiev, including sparking fires in some, according to the head of Kiev's military administration. Media reports in Ukraine, quoting witnesses on the ground, said a series of loud blasts were heard in Kiev and smoke could be seen rising over part of the city.